Didn't see you there. Reading up on some art. You know, art has many mediums. Music is an accepted art form. A lot of movies are art. Books can be art. Except fuck The Great Gatsby. Hell, even TV shows can be art. But video games as artistic mediums are mostly ignored. There are some games out there that deserve artistic recognition, some games that are just too beautiful to be skipped over. Here's my list of the top 5 most artistic games I've played. Only one slot per franchise, otherwise one particular franchise would dominate the list. Also, yeah, there's gonna be some spoilers. Also, I haven't played Shadow of the Colossus. I hear it's a masterpiece, but I don't have it, sorry. Before I begin, I'd like to point out that there are some games that I adore and have poured many hours into, but I wouldn't consider them art. I mean, shit. Paper Mario 2 is my favorite game of all time, but I wouldn't consider it to be a work of art. Sure, there are some heavy themes in there, and there's a lot of character development. Coop's facing his fears and growing up, Bobbery's depression over his dead wife, Vivian rebelling against her sisters, Tech's death and forbidden friendship, the independence that Peach demonstrates while kidnapped, sending Mario crucial information about the enemy. Fuck it! This game is a goddamn work of art. It's going on the list. Slot 6. Start the list. Start the list. I said start the fucking list! I said start the fucking list! Number 6. Paper Mario 2, The Thousand Year Door. My god, this game is phenomenal. There are themes in this game that you simply wouldn't expect in a Mario game. When you go to recruit Bobbery the Sailor Bob-omb, one of your party members, he insists that he will never sail again, which you later find out is due to the death of his wife. Already this is a heavier theme than you would normally find in a Mario game, but you even later find that he blames himself for her death, as she died of a fever while Bobbery was at sea. He believed that if he was there to nurse her, she would have survived. What the fuck was that, Nintendo? I'm playing a game that looks like this, and you sucker punch me with the themes of death, regret, guilt, and self-loathing all in the same mini-story? Jesus! But it's not all gloom and despair. This game has some very uplifting themes throughout it, such as Koops growing up and facing the dragon that attacks his hometown. He also wins the girl of his dreams. Go, Koops! The game wraps you up in its world, and you become engrossed in the story. You can't tell me that this didn't freak you the fuck out when it happened. Yeah, we got the Crystal Star! Huh, chapter was kinda short, but whatever! Teach you to steal my identity, you fuck! Let's go. Why is the camera, what the fuck? Why am I, what the fuck? Why am I'm not purple. The chapter's not, I want partners, and they're gone, and what the fuck is. Let's not forget Peach's segments of the game either. While they may not be the most engrossing moments of the game, they do exhibit themes of women's independence, which is more than I can say for Peach in other games. Bitch. Don't forget Tech, the sentient computer that can love. The theme here is forbidden love / friendship, and while they shut him down, the idea of death resurfaces, and Tech is, sorry, I didn't, okay, choose number 5, I mean, we don't have to do it, I can just go to bed, and... Number 5. Pokemon. All of them. I can tell I'm gonna get a lot of shit for this. Pokemon! But let me explain. And if you've played Pokemon a substantial amount, you'll get this. While playing Pokemon, you're slowly forming a bond with the Pokemon you consider to be your favorite. You're slowly building a team of Pokemon you consider to be effective, having experience with them, going through the gyms, having battles that come right down to the last slivers of health your team can muster only to score that last critical hit you need to earn the last badge you need to get to the Pokemon League. You and your team go through experiences together, and you form bonds you just can't get from games like Spectrobes or Enchanted Arms. What's that? You've never played or heard of those games? Okay. Hell, to this day I even remember my teams from my old games. I swear to God, I had more than these 3. I had more than these 3, but I don't have My point here is that you're building bonds and friendships with pictures on a screen. You're creating friends through capturing sprites of creatures on a game cartridge. I, personally, will never forget my allies through my journeys in the Pokemon world. Number 4. Okami. Look at this game. Look at this goddamn motherfucking game. You can't tell me that you aren't playing a painting. Yeah, I said, it's a sentence, I guess. I don't know what's happening. I only played this game a few years ago, yet it makes up some of my fondest video game memories. Running through the fields of a newly unlocked area, leaving seedlings in my wake, exploring, slowly but surely transforming the barren wasteland into a blooming, blossoming playground full of colorful characters and tons to see with your paintbrush techniques. Incredible uplifting Japanese music sounds in the background, suiting wherever you are perfectly. A perfectly simple yet complicated battle system means that the game is challenging, but never gets in the way of the wonderful world that is being set up before you. Finally, one game where I want to get into enemy encounters that disrupt the flow of the story I'm engrossed in, as killing them could reward you with a bounty or even a whole chunk of the world being unlocked. Finally, a game where fishing is actually fun, as waiting to see the next fish you're given is a thrill in itself. Disclaimer, fishing is fun in almost every game ever. Sure, there are some themes in this game, such as growing up, facing your fears, and betrayal. How did she even move with the booze? But to be honest, the main reason I consider this game to be art is simply its immersive world. The visuals are spectacular and unlike many things before it, and the incentives of battling and exploring pull you into the game, making it one of the most engrossing games in my library. Also, this fight was fucking amazing. Number 3. Mother 3. Alright, so getting footage for this game is damn near impossible, so I've taken what I can from the internet, I hope that's enough, and I'm gonna fill in it with some Smash Bros clips of the characters that I mentioned. So, here's Smash Bros. It's fun, it's Smash. Now, if I know anything, I know that Mother 3 hasn't been released in the West. Yet! Oh my god, Nintendo, this is a cash cow and you're just letting it die! I played this game in an emulator, and let me tell you, this is one of the better handheld Nintendo games I've played. It's up there with the Pokemon games and the Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga. Best handheld game ever. This game. Where to begin with this game? There have been 2 games that have made me cry, and this is by far the best of them. Now, for the fear of being looked down upon by fucking everyone, I'm not gonna disclose what are the... Dog, why do you do that? Why'd you do that to me, man? Come on, that's not... Here's where the spoilers begin, so don't listen if you don't have the game. Or we'll get mad. Within the first hour of the game, multiple deaths occur. Look at this art style. Do you think death is going to occur in a game like this? Of course, even though it's this early in the game, I won't say who died. The game is incredible and should be experienced by all who enjoy things. There are themes of sibling rivalry, turned to 11, family love, turned to 11, and death, turned to fucking infinity, because look at this fucking game! Death shouldn't happen among these fucking sprites! Your main character here, Lucas, which some of you will recognize from the Smash Bros. Series, is your typical voiceless Nintendo protagonist, but somehow, even though you control 99% of his actions, you see him grow up. You see him turn from a crybaby into a capable young man. The mirror image of the game's antagonist, Pokey, or Porky, or Pokey, or I don't even fucking know. This Pokey kid hides away in his robot, expanding his empire from behind the safety of a ton of guards and robots. By expanding his empire, he's destroying the environment. He's burning forests, turning animals into terrible cyborgs, and splicing them into chimeras. You'll feel remorse for not being able to stop him as he turns your peaceful little village into an economic, corporate, industrial town, as he introduces the concept of money into Jasmine. Throughout the game, there are the themes of sibling rivalry, environmental destruction, industrialization, and death. So much death. How could you... Nintendo, how could you do this to me? In 40 minutes into the game... Number two. Number 2. Lost Odyssey. This game's story is without a doubt my favorite video game story. Without going into depth about the whole tale, I'll just set it up. Kymar Gannar is immortal. He cannot die in battle, he cannot die of old age, he cannot die. How does he get a game over? How do you lose? It's a bit wishy-washy when it comes to that, but just suspend your belief here. He works as a mercenary for hire, joining armies, doing battle, and simply living his life as best he can. Soon enough, the land is thrown into political dispute, and he is sent off on a secret mission, slowly gaining a party of mortals and immortals to aid him on his quest. While the main story is Pulitzer-winning enough, the artistic showstealer here is the mini-stories. Now, I'm no immortal, but I imagine being immortal, one would have seen some crazy shit. Well, Kym over here has been around for a long time, and he's seen a hell of a lot. And being immortal and all, he's bound to forget some of it. That's where the unlocking memories aspect comes into play. As Kym and the gang venture around the world, you can interact with some things that jog Kym's memory, unlocking a little story about Kym's life so far. A few of them are story-based, but most of them are independent stories, where Kym is a major character or just a bystander watching events unfold. Now basically all this mechanic is in the game is text floating across the screen. Now I realize that's not the most exciting thing to watch, so here in the corner I'm going to put a video, the full video, the uncut version of my dogs fighting. Lucky you. Some of these mini-stories are on par with famous stories, with scenarios and lessons that could hold their own in the pantheon of Greek myths. I mean hell, some of these stories are more developed and interesting than entire game stories. Oops, I'm not supposed to insult the Almighty! This game has dozens of amazing stories packed into it, and the end result is a library of incredible tales that'll stay with the player for a while. Number 1! The Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask. There are simply too many elements of this game to go over. The artistic merit of this game goes above and beyond any game in existence, and I believe it will remain one of the greatest games of all time. I just don't know where to start here. Some side quests in this game are more developed than entire games themselves. The Anju and Kefei side quest is a tale of you trying to repair something that Majora fucked up, and even when you get it done, Kefei is still a child. Every side quest in this game is based around the main dilemma of the moon crashing into the earth and Majora fucking shit up. There are people fearing death, people coping with Majora's tricks and evil deeds, and of course the main quest itself. It has been said that while Ocarina of Time deals with growing up, Majora's Mask is based around accepting the inevitability of death. The sense of mystery in this game is overwhelming. Who is the Happy Mask salesman, and can he be trusted? How do I stop Majora, a beast whose only goal is utter chaos and destruction? Hell, the emotion in this one song is more powerful than hundreds of games, movies, or books. The constant presence of the moon hanging over you, staring down your back. It's something that can only be achieved in a game. In a book, there would need to be constant reminders of its presence. In a movie, there would need to be constant camera angles to make sure the moon was visible. Shit. Hello?
Yeah, well, I found the bomb.
Very good.
Yeah, well, we got a bit of a problem with it.
What is it?
The bomb is set to go off in 4 minutes. and
Hey, Jerry?
Yeah.
Could you, could you move the camera
Yeah,
left a bit? We need more
sure.
of the moon in the shot.
Just like
Yeah,
that?
that's a good start. Could you zoom in on the moon a little bit? Just a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, just zoom in just a bit.
Just is that's good?
A bit more. We need it to really be in the shot, you know?
Sure. Can you still get me in the shot?
No, it's fine. You don't really need to be in the shot. It's more about the moon, you know?
No, I can. No, that's fine.
Yeah, no, you're doing great. You just zoom it in a bit more, actually.
All right. Yeah, sure. Just hang on.
All right, do your line.
The bomb is set to go off in 4 minutes. I'm sorry. This really.
What?
I don't.
No, you know, it's fine. No,
Is
it's
this
good.
okay?
It's a good shot. You know what? The closer the better. Go closer.
What?
Zoom in. It doesn't work. The feeling of sheer hopelessness this game can encompass is both empowering and discouraging. The Deku Scrubs are so desperate for someone to blame, they'll take a random monkey just to put their minds at ease. The Gorons are desperately in need of a hero, their hero, the one who seemingly abandoned them at their time of need. Anju only wants her fiancé back with her, and as the final hours approach, she sits and waits for him to return. There are more examples, but there just isn't enough time to go over all the emotions this game encompasses. Ocarina of Time is considered by many to be the best Zelda game, and it does a great job of giving us a lengthy quest with good characters and all. But this game takes all the chips. This game is all that in a bag of chips. This game... chips. So there you go. Some games' artistic merit is based off their lessons, their themes, their story, or even the visual style itself. As I'm not really sure how to end videos, here's a picture I like. Thanks for sitting through my shitty first video. They're gonna get better, cause I'm gonna have some stuff, like an actual camera that isn't my computer, and a capture card that works. Thank you! Come back for more. If you liked the video, YouTube's got this cool little feature where you can press this button down here, and it'll like it for you, so you don't have to. If you want to subscribe to see more of my shit, there's a button up here for that too. One fun little YouTube Easter egg, if you click in this and type what you think about the video, it'll pop up as a comment and it'll tell me how you feel about the video. God bless the 21st century that we're in. Don't forget, if you hate someone so much that you want them to witness this train wreck, you can take the link and put it on them so they can watch it.